In this lesson, we're going to cover the idea of intervals. And all an interval is if you take a note down here and you play another note a certain distance above that original note, let's take that note, that's called a fifth interval. The reason it's called a fifth interval is because if you have a second, third, a fourth, then this must be the fifth. So again, this is a second, this is a third, we're just opening up. In the key of C, all white notes, this is a sixth, a seventh, and an octave, or an eighth. So, let's move to the key of D. A second interval would start right here, so it takes the first note and the second note of the scale. Second interval, third interval would open up to here, and notice I didn't open up to here. The reason being, I'm in the key of D, so I know I'm not allowed to hit F or C. We hit their sharps. And I know that from the formula, so root, whole step, half step. So the formula tells you, the major scale formula tells you what notes you're allowed to hit. So I know that this is my second, this is my third, my fourth, my fifth, and so forth. Okay, I'm going to go through the rest of the scales. Okay, key of F, 1 flat, here's our flat, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Have you ever heard this song? It's Chopsticks. That uses the idea of intervals. Here's a second interval, third interval, sixth interval, octave or eighth. Okay, these intervals are really neat. It gives some structure to your chords, to the piano actually in general. It allows you to identify notes that someone is playing. Rather than memorizing maybe the note names, you're actually memorizing the intervals. Just say, oh, he's playing a second, like the song I just played, he's playing a second, he plays a third, opening down, then he goes to a sixth, and then an octave. So, let me show you one more thing, a cool idea. I'm going to play a little song to close the lesson out here. All I'm going to do is, to play this song, I'm just going to use second, third, fourth, and fifth interval, then I'm going to open up to a seventh interval. Okay, so it's going to go something like this. I hope this lesson was helpful. Remember your intervals: seconds, thirds, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and octave.